Alright, welcome to Hansens Speed Shop. It's time for another custom Hot Wheels build. Today we're going to be doing this 1947 Chevy. I've done, I think, one of these in the past. I did kind of as like a 50s kind of lead sled, but today we're going to be turning this thing into a really cool gasser. Wanted to build one of these into a gasser for a long time. So a really cool gasser from like the 50s was called the Flintstone Flyer. It was a 49 Packard, but the body style kind of reminded me of this one. So we're going to do kind of a tribute build type thing and try to give this car as much of the look of that car as possible. I think that hopefully once I'm done, it'll look close enough. This is like the closest kind of style body that Hot Wheels offers that we could do something to kind of replicate that car. I think once I shave the trim off the side, cut the rear fenders like the real car, get rid of the front bumper, kind of get the car to sit right, it's going to have kind of the same kind of flavor as that car, so it should be pretty cool. So I'm going to get this thing torn apart, get this paint stripped off. You can already see there's some really bad casting lines on here that are going to need to get smoothed out. And then we can start turning this thing into a really cool gasser. Alright guys, so our 47 Chevy has had quite a bit of work done to it, and it's really not looking like a 47 Chevy anymore, which is exactly what we're going for. So the car we're kind of building a tribute to it, like I talked about, is a 49 Packard. This body style was similar enough that we can kind of get the same look basically. So as you can see, this thing's really coming along nice. I had to make a change of plans. So this was the body that I was going to use. So this is the latest version of this body, and pretty common with Hot Wheels, they kind of change the castings up basically to save them money. So on the older castings, this visor was removable. There was just a rivet in here, and then that part would come out. So the car we're doing has no visor on it, so I didn't want to have the visor. So I had an older version of this casting in my parts, and we decided to go with that because we could remove the visor. And then we're just going to use the windshield off of the new version because it doesn't have a notch in it for the visor. And then we'll use the windows from the old car for the back. And then we're also using the interior for this body because it's a little bit different. The new one, they changed it up a little bit. They're not interchangeable. So other than that, we shaved off all the trim on the side of the car, on the hood. Then I reshaped the front fenders and cut out the back fenders, kind of the same shape as the Flintstone Flyer car. So we still have a little bit of cleanup work to do on the body, and then that thing can go off to paint. Right now, so these are the back wheels. I'm going to be running Hot Wheels Pie Crust Slick Rear Rider wheels out back. And then we're going to be running these little 5-spoke wheels up front. So we'll do a straight axle up front, and the car will kind of sit basically like about like that. But I'm in the process right now. I'm going to make a custom rear axle and then get these wheels in the back to sit basically how I want them to sit. So that's all we need to really figure out, and get the body finished cleaning that up, and then this thing can go off to paint and get detailed. So I think we'll take one more look at the car once I get it to its final stage before paint, and then we'll go from there. Alright gang, here it is, my tribute to the Flintstone Flyer. If anyone ever tries to talk you into trying to turn a Chevy into a Packard, just say no, because this thing took a lot of work, but it came out pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it pays really good tribute to the real car. The list of body modifications that went into this thing to try to get it to look like the Packard it's pretty extensive. Shaving off all the trim on the car, reshaping the front fenders, reshaping the rear fenders, got rid of the visor, Just a lot of work, and then redoing the whole suspension, and getting the car to sit right. We gave the car a really nice metallic gold paint job. I hand did all the lettering and the logos on the car. We gave it some really cool Hot Wheels wheels front and back, some slotted mags out back with pie crust slicks, and some little skinny 5-spokes up front. And then I detailed the wheels out just to make them look a little bit more like the real car. We trimmed the front bumper, did the interior out in a white with some gold accents. I did these cool custom headers on the car using some aluminum tubing and then some brass squared tubing. Detailed out the whole chassis of the car. Just super cool car, really cool gasser. I hope you guys dig it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you think of the car. Go check out the channel, hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, stick around for some more pictures of this thing, and then get out work on your own projects. Get those hands dirty and greasy, stay cool, and we'll catch you cats on the next one. Thanks for watching.